He didn't want Brown to be able to dictate and push the tempo, which is what this Brown team does like to do to generate its offense. It's to push the tempo, get out in transition.
Yeah,
we'll get things started here.
Neither team strong in the face-off game, so that'll be an interesting story to watch.
It'll be Dash Sachs who picks up the first face-off. Immediately the shot is right off the leg of Wyatt Nust, who gets the start in goal.
Whereas Cornell really relies on their attackmen to lead their ride.
That'll be an interesting factor for both of these teams because both of the team's opponents are only clearing just around 81% coming into this game. Goldstein up top finds the dunk for almost there for Michael Long, but right off the doorstep.
Just a little bit more deliberate.
Jack follows, absolutely hounding Wolfram this entire possession with the ball in his stick. Wolfram gets around GL Lee, and Nust initially had to save, but it got bobbled and went past GLE. That is a score first on the board for the Brown Bears.
Yeah, and Nust was there for the save. He had it in his stick. Wolfram gets to 5-5, comes back with a question mark type dodge. Nust has it, pops it up to himself.
Hughes dodging. Hughes, shot deflected on the way in, picked up by Ben Locke.
10 to shoot.
Brown's getting the hustle on Corsi, stings the top corner. And immediately Brown takes a 2-0 lead, 10-18 left in the first quarter.
Just Brown stays with it there. You know, the Cornell defense was sort of in scramble mode a few times there throughout this, and they were able to dodge just right off the top, gets inside, just blows it stick side high.
Goldstein will find Silos, who has stayed on the field and keeping Dash Sachs on the field for a long time as well. And now Silos will go off for a change. Kirst. Wertheim over to Kirst, and TJ Kirst. What a great save from Connor Terrio.
So short time for Cornell.
Long's got to hurry up quickly. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hugh Kelleher, and that shot just went wide. And the shot clock is going to get reset here. They are going to get a shot clock reset. So fresh 60 for Cornell, maybe saved there a bit.
Cornell's getting looks here. They're just not converting yet.
Willem Firth, and a nice low save from Connor Terrio. And eventually Cave escapes the pressure. Terrio on the Tewaaraton watch list last season. You know, in a league where there are so many great goalkeepers, he definitely stands out as one of them. Shot in the middle, great save from Nust. McLean on a journey. Gets it over to Wertheim. Wertheim's got Jack Parker for company. Up top for Scandone, and right into the stick of Nust. The accuracy for Cornell quite not there yet. Long. Dalton tries to skipper and into the stick of Terrio, who's had an excellent game so far. Corsi, the Syracuse transfer. Works against Kyle Smith. Now Corsi, no save again from Nust. Battling for possession, and this ball squirts away and out of bounds. Who are our referees going to say gets this ball? It will be Cornell ball.
Willem Firth with the ball behind. He really, in the second half of that Syracuse game, stepped up his play.
Firth over to Hugh Kelleher, and that's the first goal of the game for the Big Red. And that's what we saw a lot from Willem Firth, especially in the latter part of the season. Such a potent goal-scoring threat to begin the year, but he's had to adjust his game and hand it off a bit more, and that's what we saw here.
And just two-man game behind, and then a little step down here by Kelleher.
The Bears gain possession and some control here on the offensive end. Here's Aiden McLean. Leading goal scorer is number 43, McLean, and that shot into the stick of Nust gets the high save on McLean. Scandone dancing around Gilmartin. Scandone, and that one was off Nust. A good save from the Cornell netminder. Wertheim will dodge around. Up top to Corsi, who sends it over for Spencer Hughes, and that one, I think, either went off the top of the bar. Yes, it should have, so that's going to be another fresh 60 for Brown. Shot accuracy for Brown has been there. Hughes will try low once again and can't quite get it past Nust. Follows is hanging out at the top of your screen offside.
There he goes.
He goes out. Holmes over to Goldstein. Boy, Ryan Goldstein, not thought of to be one of the impact freshmen for Cornell, but definitely has made an impact once he came off of injury. 5th game for Ryan Goldstein, 11th goal in his very young Cornell career.
And there you see just Cornell's ball movement to make him have to Sachs carry the ball.
Sachs will eventually find a player in Aiden McLean. Singer is right there with him. And finally the Fogos get off. McLean around GLE and couldn't get the shot on target. The race to the ball, Wolfram will just get there first.
Yeah, and that's one where he's just got to give himself one more step at least. He just had no angle there. But you've used up a lot of shot clock because of the face-off guys with Sachs running around with the ball covered by Silos.
Wolfram. Question mark dodge, and that one was stopped by the armpit of Nust. And we've seen a couple of those from Cornell trying those aggressive passes into the middle for goal opportunities. Couldn't quite do so there. Here's Ryan Behrens, and that one goes wide. Is Dooley there first? No, Wolfram is. McLean and Staub do battle. That's going to be a battle to watch McLean and Staub throughout the entire game. Stango got around Blake and got it past Wyatt Nust. Brown retakes the lead on an individual dodge from Ben Scandone.
Just a couple attempts there by Brown to go to the cage and then just come off the wing here. Just no slide here by Cornell. Gets underneath, puts the bouncer underneath Wyatt Nust to get Brown back in the lead.
Spencer Hughes works against Charlie Box. Ray Hill comes over for the slide. Mateo Corsi, and great save from Nuss to go stick side and follow that ball. Halfway through the second quarter, Brown leads 3-2 in this defensive matchup so far. Aiden McLean, you can't give Aiden McLean that much space. The leading goal scorer for the Brown Bears picks up his 21st goal of the season.
And there you're just seeing he was trying to hedge to him defensively, and that created the separation that McLean needed to sort of come more to just right in front of the goal.
Cornell was trailing 15-6 to the Bears halfway through the second quarter.
And the turnovers, Cornell struggled turning over the ball, but we get the first midfield back.
Spencer Wertheim gets a screen. Spencer Wertheim, low save first, behind the back, couldn't quite push it on the cage.
A little French pastry from... from Willem Firth inside.
I mean, you know, because of Firth's Canadian background, he's got that in him. Wertheim shoves off a defender. Another low save for Connor Terrio. Second midfield out for Cornell. Here's Nikolic. Draws long pole and Blackburn. Nikolic, individual effort, and that one either went off pipe or Terrio.
It went off both, I think. I think it hit Terrio. It definitely went off the crossbar. You see Cornell did not get the pole on yet.
McLean directing traffic. Covered here by Singer. McLean over the shoulder of Nust. And it's a 5-2 Brown lead. 2 goals in this game for Aiden McLean.
Again, Brown's changing right here, but they're not afraid. They just go to the goal at any time. They're never sort of waiting for personnel.
Clear does go over. Here's Box. 10 seconds left. Can Cornell move quickly enough? Charlie Box will find a man in the middle. That's Staub, and Brendan Staub has goals in back-to-back games.
And that's a big momentum goal for Cornell, just to stop the run. Charlie Box with the clear, knows he's on short time, and then it's just a slow slide there so that Staub is able to convert on the backside for Cornell.
You'll probably see a lot more from him as he continues his Cornell career. Mark Silos, can he move quickly to get one more goal? CJ Kurst, a great save from Connor Terrio.
That would have been good if it went. Got to be careful when you run at an offensive player like that. It becomes very easy to just run through a stick. Got to make sure you break down.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Behind X. All the way up top for Mateo Corsi. And a good first save to settle in for Wyatt Nuss, who's already up to 17 saves. Spencer Wertheim backs up.
Playing 5-on-5 here with Charlie Box still on the field. Terrio makes the save.
10 saves now for Terrio, both keepers in double digits in saves. But Behan loses it on the ride. Firth tripped up a little bit, and he'll find Matt Dooley, who will get it over the halfway line to Hugh Kelleher. Dooley is there on the offensive end as well. Free, CJ Kirsten. CJ doesn't usually miss those. Excuse me, Myman Sheehan, actually, as Kelleher has stayed on. Firth. Long found Kirst, and another save for Terrio. 11 saves. Looks for an option. Found Wertheim. Wolfram almost lost it. And Brown will settle things down once again. Scandone got around a defender and beat Nuss low. Once again, individual dodging efforts for Brown. Put them on the board. That's their 5th unassisted goal of the game, and the 2nd one for Ben Scandone.
Just comes right out, takes on the short stick matchup against Smith, just comes right down the alley, lets the shot go down low and beats Wyatt Nust.
And even though Wyatt Nust is having the game of his life right now, it can be hard to stop some of those when they get free shots. Josh Sachs kind of wants to move quickly, kind of what, again, the Brown offense wants to do. McLean against Singer. Aiden McLean off of Nust, 18 saves for Nust. Over to Goldstein. Goldstein has a short stick. That is Sweeney. But Sweeney forces the ball out of Goldstein's stick. Still 25 on the shot clock. Goldstein goes. Looking for someone in the middle. Can't quite find it. Michael Long will get it past Terrio. And the first goal for Michael Long on the game.
And I tell you, the guy who's really stepping up for Cornell today is Alex Holmes. That's his 2nd assist of the game. Just moves it on through to Michael Long.
Willem Firth on. 4 assists in the last 2 games for Willem Firth. Now he wants a goal. Willem Firth is back on the score sheet.
And he's been getting a step on his defender the last few games and just seemed like his shooting's been a little bit off. But this one was a high velocity, kind of comes by a pick, gets underneath the pick, puts it in his left hand, just goes up top, beats Terrio. You can have a turnover like that.
And how about
Martin spins around about 3 guys.
How about the freshman Luke Gilmartin, but can't get past the fourth. The trail check coming from Brown gets the ball right back here for the Bears. And now this is the position they like to be in. PJ Behan will find the long pole and Trey Taylor. And Brown gets a huge juice goal there as Trey Taylor comes from the defensive end to score for Brown.
Right, so that's right, exactly. That's the opposite side of it. It becomes like a 5-on-4 break. Here's your turnover. They get out in numbers. Look at how everyone's coming upfield. You see the pole sprinting down to get into a position, and just nice pass, unable to stop it.
All the way up top. Michael Long has a short stick on him. Huge mismatch here. Long will find an alone Hugh Kelleher, who thought about a dodge. Goldstein. CJ Kirst gets on the score sheet. 1 goal game once again.
And again, there you saw the ball movement that Cornell needs to be able to get going in this game. Just dodges Long, then he finds Kelleher, moves it through X, dodge the backside, and then as people are rotating inside Kirst, I think that's an underappreciated part of his game, makes the nice little cut to ball side. Cornell's
up top.
Aggressively approaching these shooters.
Here's Hughes. Back to McLean. 10 seconds. Hughes will let one rip into the stick of Nust, and he picks it back up. Out of the crease. Looking for the clear, and you find Luke Gilmartin on the opposite end. Cornell staying patient, passing around. Dalton. Holmes will rip it, and it will just go up top.
16 to shoot here. Almost thought that was in. Terrio's stick hit the net, and it made it bulge as if the ball was in there.
Kerr, skip past the Long. We're all tied up at 7 as the New Jersey connection of C.J. Kirsten and Michael Long team up again.
Good ball movement. Cornell settled in a little bit here in this 3rd quarter. You can see the through pass to the back pipe.
And almost an excellent opportunity there for a 2nd long pole goal of the game for Cornell. We've already seen 2 long pole goals, one for Staub, one for Taylor on the other end. Spencer Wertheim into the first midfield out. Wertheim will find Michael Long, but into the stick of Terrio.
Just a little far away.
12 saves now for Connor Terrio. But C.J. Kirst, this is the hidden factor with C.J. Kirst, his aggressive riding. Taylor can't find a pass into the stick of Michael Long. Ryan Goldstein's all alone, and he gives Cornell the lead.
And a ride back goal You know, that's such a great part of this Cornell attack is their ability to get a ride back. And Kirst creates the errant pass. We see this just rides right along the sideline. Errant pass by hitting the back of his stick. Long makes the pickup, finds Goldstein, and Terrio not really set back in the cage.
Willem Firth.
First midfield here.
Spencer Wertheim has Ryan Behrens on an invert. The former attackman Wertheim against Behrens. Spencer Wertheim, bouncer past Terrio. It is a 4-goal run for the Big Red. They now lead 9-7 over the Bears.
And you can see just attacking short sticks is really what they've been trying to do here. Just a little bit of a fake two-man game. Never really takes the pick into account. Comes with his right hand, just runs past the defender and beats Terrio from in close.
CJ Kirst.
Brown switching the zone here. In a little bit of a 2-3-1 zone.
Wertheim to Kelleher. Hugh Kelleher's step-down shots are absolutely lethal. And it is a 5-goal run for Cornell.
And this is where I wonder, Brown throws a opportunity to play some zone. Here we go. Just steps in, and that's the weak spot there because they only have one defender up high. Cornell had 2 guys up top, so he goes with Wertheim a little bit, and as Wertheim creeps down, Kelleher creeps down as well.
Invert here for Hughes. Invert here for Ben Locke. Ben Locke, a nice low save from Wyatt Nust. Wyatt Nust now has 20 saves for Cornell.
And he'll dodge the shorty, which is what we've been seeing here.
Staten is the shorty. Here is Nikolic. 10 seconds in the quarter. A.J. Nikolic. Goldstein up top to Michael Long and just pushes it off the pipe. 2 seconds left. That should end the quarter. Long will try a desperation shot, and that won't go anywhere. Locke. Ben Locke has Luke Gilmartin, the shorty on him. Up top and all alone, Scandone. A nice low save again from Wyatt Nust. 21 saves for the Cornell netminder. And Brendan Staub finds Jack Follows.
Gilmartin has really turned into a just dependable short stick midi. Done a nice job in the clearing game. He's out there a lot, doing a good job for Cornell.
Willem Firth over to Goldstein. Michael Long, that went off pipe. Kirst will get there first. 2-man with Firth. Firth falls to the ground. Slide goes over to Goldstein, so Goldstein has the short stick and Behan. Goldstein to Wertheim, who's all alone, and a good stop there from Terrio. Trying to fight Ben Locke for the ball, and eventually Behrens picks it right back up. Double came from Dooley and Follows. Rahill now has to backtrack to Wolfram. Unsettled situation. This is Brown's game. Wertheim, another low save for Wyatt Nust. 22 saves for Nust on the day. Willem Firth on the clear. Gets it over. Goldstein hands it off to Ryan Sheehan. All the way up top. Michael Long couldn't quite handle the pass. Dalton will pick it right back up. Long. Back to Goldstein. Ryan Goldstein off the pipe. Goldstein didn't have it, but the ride coming. Witt trying to keep on to the ball. Mark Witt still has the ball.
And even if you let them get a ground ball, you're going to get it on a shot clock violation.
Aiden Blake looking for an aggressive clear. He gets it over to Ryan Goldstein. Goldstein found the bouncer as that was a 10-man. Open goal as Terrio came out of cage on the 10-man ride, and Ryan Goldstein made him pay.
Yeah, and that was sort of, I had the same reaction. It was like I hadn't looked upfield.
Me too.
And then all of a sudden they found a weak spot. Terrio is the guy guarding him and just throws it into the open goal.
You need a bit more long stick depth behind Brendan Staub and Eddie Rahill. Long clear coming, and Wyatt Nust has found Luke Gilmartin. Luke Gilmartin to C.J. Kirst. All alone, C.J. Kirst will make it 12-7.
And that's a really nice catch. They had to throw it upfield here. Nust finds Gilmartin because they were about to get a failure to advance call, and they take advantage and go to the cage, and Kirst with the little twister.
Wertheim around Staten. Michael Long to Firth. Firth has a short stick. Goldstein, defender hung up. Hugh Kelleher has a ton of space. Hugh Kelleher! You can't give Hugh Kelleher that much space.
Yeah, and that's the ball movement we're talking about, right? Dodge. Firth goes behind to X to Goldstein, finds a wide open Hugh Kelleher who can just step in and score for Cornell.
Willem Firth. Here's Kirst. Gets the screen from Firth. Right back to him. Willem Firth found Michael Long in the middle. Slide came. One serve. Spencer Wertheim was right there.
And that's how you know everything's going right for Cornell. There was a good opportunity in the Michael Long, but he's not able. Watch this. We see a nice opportunity in a two-man game. They find Long inside, but he just can't get rid of it. Bounces right to Wertheim. He picks it up and shoots it in.
DJ Kirst will initiate from the far sideline. That's the signal to go. Kirst hands it off to Goldstein. Willem Firth and into the stick of Terrio, who bounced it up and in. Of course, he's got Dooley for company. Hughes against Follows. Hughes gets it over the shoulder of Nust. And Brown finally ends the 9-goal run from Cornell.
And just a patient dodge there, right? He steps on out, comes to his high side, comes back to the left hand, and just beats Nust up high.
So now Brown with a small spell of possession. Hughes and Rahill battling for a bit. Now Marcus Wertheim against Charlie Box. Wertheim found Wolfram, another low stop from Wyatt Nust. 23 saves for Nust.
And Wyatt Nust has just been, just really, it looks like it's almost like he's seeing beach balls out there today.
And another stop from Nust, who's so good at saving balls low and being first to the ball. CJ Kirst will just hold on to this near midfield. And so much praise has to be shouted on to Wyatt Nust. 24 saves for Wyatt Nust. 8 goals allowed. That's a 75% save percentage for Wyatt Nust.